Do you see it? Do you see it yet? I'll give you a hint. It's all dry outside. Do you see it yet? Well, I have to look at that. It's probably that crappy fuel line I put in there. I put new fuel line in a long time ago. Well, a long time ago, 3 years ago. And it was supposed to be new fuel line. Uh-huh. Yep. Please don't use your flimsy little emergency jack to jack your car up with and to get underneath. Please don't do that, okay? Oh, and hey, Brian, thanks for the, that's awful nice of you. That's really nice. And it fit perfect, too. Now if I can do something with this box of junk. Okay. Use yourself a floor jack and a jack stand. Don't get underneath the car unless it's real secure. Rock it to see if it's secure. Oh God, I just can't imagine. I hate climbing underneath cars. Okay, let's have a look underneath here and see what we got. Hey Dan, how come there's no mung and drool weeping out of every orifice of your engine? Oh, well, yeah. Okay. Let's see if I can get up underneath here. See what's going on. Oh yeah, put your hand in front of the lens. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Let's see what you got here. Oh. Yeah, look at that. Well, we got it pinched off the pair of vice grips. And I think that's our fender right there. Right there. Just right at the end here. Yeah, see that? I guess this is the one that's giving us problems right here. Okay, let's cut this off of there and we'll rig a whole new line up and see what's going on. Yeah, okay. I took off my pipe so I can replace this hose too. And so I took the metal line off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a new line on the end of that and then snake this one up here, and then that way I don't have to reach up there and try to push that on, because I don't have the power yet. I've got the range and motion, but I just don't have the power to work overhead. So let's have a look at that. Let's see what we're going to do. Okay, what I had done is I had bought a roll of line, and it was new and never used, but it probably sat on their shelf for 30 years. This is extremely hard, and this stuff here is really nice and soft and supple. So I think probably this part wasn't leaking because it's the newer stuff. It's got the writing on it. It's pretty supple. But this here is really bad. So, and it just frittered away, and yeah. So let's rig this all up, and we'll get it put together. Incidentally, pinch clamps are just really cool. BR introduced me to them, and I really like them. You can buy a whole set and pliers to do it with for about $25. Pretty neat, really neat. All right, I managed to get that pipe up through there. I had to bend it just slightly, but I bent it back. And what I've got going on here, I've got a little cradle that's bolted to my transmission case that holds my fuel filter, and I spot tie that on. This here in order to stop the gas leak, I just took a 10 minutes of 6x1 and screwed it into this and slipped it on, and that way it stops all the gas leak. So what we'll do is we'll slide a pinch clamp on there, pull that off really quick, and then pinch that down, and then we can zip tie our fuel filter down. Do you need a fuel filter? I've got a filter in the tank. I've got my original Beetlebug has a filter in it, fuel pump. It's overkill, yeah. I just wanted to see if I could do it, and it works. So yeah, that's why I have a filter there. I wouldn't put one in the engine bay though. There you go. What do you think about that? Hey, what happened to all my gas? Underneath here looking at something else also. I spotted something else. See if you can spot it. Yeah, I haven't got to them yet, Brian. Can you see it? What's wrong? Well, it's not hot for one thing. That's what it's supposed to look like. So my thermostat's popped its bag. I have to put another one on it. Maybe for a later date, not today. All right. Well, I hope you learned something. I did. And that is, when someone says something is new, it just might not be. So if you order some hose, make sure it's flexible, because that other stuff I had was hard as a stone, and just the engine vibrations broke it. All right. Thanks for wrenching with me. See you on the next one.